Hi, everyone, and welcome to our second of two lessons on target markets. And in this one, we are going to be talking about target markets and persona a little bit. So let's kind of get started here. All right. So target markets and persona. So target markets, so this is where you're understanding a company's market share and target markets. It helps to align strategies, products, and marketing efforts with customer preferences. And this knowledge enhances decision-making, it enables effective marketing campaigns, provides a competitive advantage, and optimizes resource allocation. And all of these contribute to running a successful business. So our objectives for this lesson are to analyze data on a target market and a persona, to identify key consumer preferences, and learn how to develop effective marketing strategies. So first off, let's talk about something called market share. So market share is how much of the total market a specific firm captures. It's done by this formula. Market share as a percentage equals company's sales revenue divided by the total market sales revenue times 100. And here's an example. Let's say that Alpha Electronics reports sales revenue of $5 million in 2023. The total sales revenue for the television market in the same area and period is $50 million. So to get market share, we take 5 million divided by the 50 million, then times 100, it equals 10%. So Alpha Electronics holds 10% of the television market share in its area of operation. Now, when it comes to forecasting market trends, there are different metrics to calculate market share. There is something called total addressable market, or TAM. This is the total number of people that are likely to spend money on a product or service like yours. Next is the total serviceable market, the TSM. This is the total market demand, or number of people that could become customers of a new product or service today. Now, market share, as I said, is usually calculated as a percentage, and it's usually done by an analyst. And it sometimes is representative of the total serviceable market. So when it comes to forecasting trends, this involves predicting the future direction of the market or a segment of the market. It is essentially it's essential in helping businesses to anticipate changes and formulate strategies accordingly. Now, the methods used for forecasting market trends can vary from simple data extrapolation to sophisticated statistical methods and predictive modeling. But here's a basic approach. So suppose Alpha Electronics wants to forecast its potential market share for 2024. And they might begin by analyzing historical sales data and market trends. So for instance, they noticed that from 2021 to 2023, their sales grew by an average of 15% annually. They also note that their market share increased by an average of 1% annually during this period due to their growing popularity and their successful marketing strategies. So if they assume a similar growth rate for 2024, they can forecast that their sales revenue for 2024 would be $5 million. That's what they started with, right? 2023 times 1.15. That's the percentage growth, the average percentage growth that's been happening over the last couple of years. And so 5 million times 1.15 equals $5.7 million. And their market share for 2024, as it talked about, they had an average increase of 1% annually. So they could predict that in 2024, their market share will go from 10% plus the average 1% to equal 11%. And that just gives us an idea of forecasting those market trends. And so basically that is our quick lesson on target markets and persona, and talking about forecasting market trends and how to calculate your market share and how to forecast your market trends.